Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today's speed build is a very exciting one because as you can see, we are doing another commercial lot, aka a non-residential lot. So as you guys know, I am working on my save file this year and I'm trying to take it very seriously and be very intentional with my planning and the various lots I'm working on. So I've realized that I need to do more commercial and more community lots in order to fill my save file. So here we are doing a nice little ramen restaurant. So I am super excited about this build. A lot of you guys might have seen me build it on Twitch already. So if you want to join in on the live building next time, you can check me out and follow me on Twitch. It will be linked in the description. Twitch.tv/Dr. Ashley, where I build with you guys live. So a lot of your guys' input is always, in these builds and we kind of build it together, which is very fun. So thank you to everyone who helped me with this one. But this ramen restaurant is extremely important to me because I don't know if you guys know this or not. I'm sure a lot of you do, but I absolutely love noodles, and I don't know if I can properly explain how much I love noodles. It's kind of to the point where I think I'll actually get sad. Like my mood is affected negatively if I don't have noodles for a long time. And it's something that I legitimately crave and it makes me happy. And if I don't have them, I feel legitimately sad. So I don't know if I'm addicted to them or not. I don't know if that counts, but I think I have to have them at least, I would say at least twice or three times a week. So every other day. Maybe I can go a little longer, but honestly, every other day is a pretty good pace for me. But I need to have noodles all the time. I just love it. I don't know why. Maybe because in university, I basically lived off of instant noodles all the time. I feel like that's such a typical college student thing though, right? Living off of instant noodles. But I don't see that as a negative. You know how some people think that living off instant noodles is a negative thing? I see it as a total positive. I'm yeah, living the dream. Instant noodles every day, the dream. So I love noodles, and for me it's very nostalgic because I used to have it a lot as a kid, or not a lot as a kid. Honestly, I didn't have it very often as a kid. It was always this super special treat to have instant noodles as a late night snack. When my aunt would take care of me, sometimes she would make it for us, and it was always such a treat. And then in university, obviously I ate it a bunch. And also when I was a kid, when we would have sleepovers with friends, instant noodles would be our little late night snack that we would make and share together. So it's very nostalgic. And then now in the past decade or so, my city has got a lot of authentic Japanese ramen restaurants, actually from Japan and stuff, very authentic. And I've just been eating out at those places ever since. I can't stop. So it's my favorite food in the world, basically. I also like it because it's relatively inexpensive. You can get a full bowl of ramen from a really nice restaurant for $10 or $11, which is pretty affordable compared to other restaurant options here in my city. So it's just so good. I don't know, if you guys like noodles, maybe you'll relate. If you guys don't like noodles, you're probably what is she talking about, and why can she not stop talking about noodles this girl? But I don't know, it's just something I'm really passionate about, and it's a really big source of my happiness. The fact that ramen and noodles just has such a large control over my life is just hilarious. But yeah, anyways, let me know if you guys have a similar cuisine or specific type of food that just like has a hold on your life and you need to eat it very often or else you'll be sad, or if it's just me. But yeah, now that I've legit talked about noodles for 5 minutes, maybe I will talk about something else. Although this is a ramen restaurant build, so it's not unusual for me to be talking about noodles, so we can't be mad. We can't. But yeah, I'd like to know if you guys have another like really amazing food that you guys like all the time and if you can relate to me at all. But anyways, as you can see, we are pretty much done with the exterior structure. With the commercial lots, the reason why I struggle is because I don't find the roofing portion of the building, like I don't find it very intuitive because it's not like a residential home with like a nice pretty gabled triangular roof. Commercial lots usually have this kind of like boxy, more plain, kind of unattractive roof. So that's why I find it a little bit challenging. You can see here I went for something more boxy, and I also put down this gravel-like stone texture on the top. So I don't know, I feel like it seems pretty realistic. I like the shape. It has a lot of dimension despite it being kind of boxy, like I said. And I tried to use different types of wallpapers to give the exterior different texture. I have this nice white wash Dine Out brick combined with some Snowy Escape tile and some Spa Day wood paneling. So a lot of different textures and colors combined there, which I think looks quite cute. And yeah, I went for something a little bit more neutral, but I tried to make the interior a little bit more colorful. I wanted to give this restaurant more of a funky vibe, kind of like it's a nice spot to hit up for some like late night happy hour. Maybe they have, you know, noodles like late night, like I don't know, maybe after the bar you want to come here and have some 12 p.m. noodles. I don't know. Are restaurants even allowed to be open that late in The Sims? I have no idea, but I thought it'd be a cool place to grab drinks and grab a nice bowl of ramen or some other Japanese food. I just thought it would be a fun kind of hangout spot, kind of like the it spot, the hot spot in town. So it has more of a funky vibe rather than like a traditional ramen restaurant vibe. So also there's a really nice big patio, which I think is very important for a restaurant. It's getting close to patio season, you guys. It's not quite hot enough, at least not here in Canada, but once it's, you know, May, June, they turn on the heaters outside on the patio. Oh yeah, you can catch me on any patio. I really like summer, eating like out on a patio in the summer. That's like my favorite part about summer, and I really can't wait. So I figured that I would give this ramen restaurant a nice big patio, although I'm not sure if ramen restaurants usually have patios, because patios usually mean you're like eating outside in the sun, right? But maybe you don't want to be eating a hot, steamy bowl of ramen out in the hot sun. That like maybe doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But in The Sims, it's fine. So yeah, hopefully the Sims don't mind. But I've just realized that I've never noticed a ramen shop have a outdoor patio, and maybe that's why. But anyways, I like it. So here you can see we are on to the interior. So the interior is a little bit on the smaller side, again because there is all that outdoor seating. I figured we didn't need the restaurant to be massive inside. Also, I tend to want to make my community lots more on the smaller side anyways, because I want them to run smoothly. You guys know that The Sims sometimes can have, you know, simulation lag and various bugs if the lot is a little bit too busy. So I tried to make my lots a little bit more simple and smaller so that it runs as smoothly as possible. At least I try my best. Let me know if you've ever used my builds and if you've experienced a lot of simulation lag or anything, or if you've run into any problems. I would love to know about it and try and improve it in the future. But yeah, I like my builds to feel like very occupied. So if you make them too big, then sometimes it can seem so sparse, like there's no Sims hanging out. But if you make them smaller, then it looks more busy. So that's kind of my logic there. But here you can see I'm just doing 2 little bathrooms. We have kind of an open concept kitchen area because usually when you're at Japanese restaurants, sometimes there's options for bar seating. And yeah, I thought that I would kind of emulate that here by putting some counter seats right by the kitchen so you can see them prepping the food there. I really like the aspect of bar seating at Japanese restaurants just because then sometimes I actually have been going out and eating at a ramen restaurant by myself, which I don't know, like maybe some people will think that's like kind of sad, but like I honestly really like going out in public and eating alone. I don't know what it is, but like sometimes I don't want to cook my own food. I want to eat out and eat, restaurant quality food, but I don't necessarily need to like go with someone. I just want to go by myself. So most of the time tables have like at least 2 chairs, right? So you're just sitting there across from nobody. But then in these ramen restaurants, when they have bar seating, you can sit by yourself and it's not weird because there's nobody across from you because it's just at the bar. So I kind of like that aspect. I don't know. And then kind of feels like you're hanging out with like the chefs who are like making the sushi or making the ramen or whatever. So you don't feel so alone. And I know they have like bar seating at normal restaurants, but usually it's for like an actual bar, like somebody, like a bartender making drinks. And it's like, I'm not ordering a drink, I'm just here for food. So sometimes it's weird because you feel the need to have to like converse with the bartender, but like that's not really the vibe here. So I don't know. Anyways, let me know if you know what I'm talking about here or if I'm just rambling. But yeah, lately I've been really into eating alone, which is fine, I think. I don't know. Some people don't like eating alone, which is why I'm mentioning it. But I've always been someone who kind of likes eating alone. Like even in university, I would go to the cafeteria and eat by myself and have like no problem with it. And sometimes I prefer it. So maybe I'm just an introvert. Maybe that's what that means. But here you can see I kind of went for like generally neutral color scheme, but I wanted it to have again that kind of like funky vibe. So I did these cool pops of color with the garage doors with the paint or graffiti art on it. And then also I went with the tables that had all of those colorful stickers just to give it more of a fun, funky, late night party kind of a vibe. I don't know if you're picking up on that or not, but I just wanted it to look a little bit more colorful and have some personality and make it feel fun. So I also added some neon signs and I tried to section off some of the seating areas with some wall dividers. So overall it is a smaller restaurant, but again, there is seating outside. So I'm sure you'll be able to get a table here if you want to. But honestly, ramen restaurants in Vancouver, you have to line up for like sometimes over an hour. There were some people that lined up for like 7 hours to go to this new ramen restaurant that was opening here from Japan. And people lined up for like 7 hours in advance. So I feel like lining up is the norm for ramen restaurants here at least. Like there's no reservations sometimes. But yeah. Anyways, we're pretty much almost done with the build. I pretty much just rambled on about noodles and ramen restaurants and other random stuff the entire time. So sorry if this voiceover was kind of all over the place and chaotic, but that's just how it is today. I will admit that I did start talking and then I had that whole perfectionist thing take over me and then I had to delete the whole voiceover and start again. But this time I vowed that I would not start over and I would just let it be because the voiceover does not have to be perfect. I do not have to be perfect and that's okay. So I'm working on it, you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the build nonetheless. Let me know what you think about it. And also, I want to know if you guys have a food that you love so much, like I love ramen. Tell me what food you're passionate about. And Yeah, I'd love to try it. Maybe I haven't tried it. Maybe I can be addicted to a new food. Who knows? But I also love how the build looks at night. I made sure to like turn the lights off and see how all of the neon signs are like illuminated at night. I think it's a really nice spot. Also, you'll see on the outside I have these little vending machines with these outdoor tables. So if you don't want to like go inside and like actually eat in the restaurant, you can just order an instant ramen from that vending machine and then just eat it outside. So it's like a quick little grab and go area if you don't have time to like actually sit in and be served. So I thought that was kind of fun. But anyways, these screenshots should be rolling, which means it's time for me to go. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you made it till the end of the video, comment down below and let me know. I would really appreciate that. But if you did like this video and you want to see more builds and more commercial builds for my save file, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know you like it, and leave a comment down below what you thought about it. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody!